I see we both already took ourselves off.
I already know the real. I already know the real, babe.
What's going on, you guys? This is your boy Scotty by Nature TV,
Jamar 4.
and we are here for a brand new episode of the Prelude. You know what we talk about. Well, not talk about. We sit down and we talk to your favorite LGBT web series stars, some of your favorite reality stars. An award-winning podcast. Absolutely. Okay.
Award winning.
Award
Amen.
winning. Okay. So, today's guest is someone that I just love. Oh my god. Like I'm gonna be on my best behavior tonight. However, he is someone from the hit LGBT show from the Chasing Reality platform, Chasing Dallas. He's one of the finest men I ever seen in my life. And not only that, he dresses well. Yes, I'm saying all of those things that get under Jamar's skin because I know it works. But with that being said, I ain't even got to say nothing else. I ain't got to say nothing else. I'm just gonna go on and say it. We're gonna bring in our very special guest, Dior. You guys.
You still muted.
You still muted. Not. Let me see. Can I take him out? Oh.
Wait.
You still.
There you go.
There you
There
go.
we go. How y'all doing?
What's going on?
Nothing much.
Okay.
Enjoying the Juneteenth weekend.
As you should. As you should. Okay.
Whew.
Well, look, we certainly thank you for joining us on our little platform because, we both love us some you. And even though we've kind of given you, a brief little intro, we swooned and all that good stuff, but we want to hear from you. Tell us who you are, what it is that you do, and an interesting fact about yourself that the audience might not know.
Okay. Well, I am Dior King Beautiful. I'm from Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'm a Capricorn, and I do live here in Dallas now. I'm a hairstylist. I'm a fashion stylist. I'm in music management, and I am a dancer. I am a gay father. I'm a brother. I'm a son. I'm someone's heart around here. And a fun fact about me, y'all might laugh. When I was younger, I used to think that all cats were girls and all dogs was boys, and they mated and had little dogs and cats, boys and girls.
You know what? That is probably the most interesting fact we've had up here.
Very interesting. Very.
I would
But
never have.
you have to think about it. It kind of work.
It kind of does work. I ain't gonna lie.
And maybe the boy cats got sex change, and the girl dogs got a sex change. It happens.
Why not? Why not?
I know I'm crazy, y'all.
Oh no,
That
you're
was-
fine.
That was
the perfect-
funny.
This is the perfect place to do it. Be that. Be
Yes.
baby.
Yes.
So one of my favorite questions to ask our guests, especially because it's the first time that I was here. I did look. He said he's interviewed you before. I wasn't there, so it don't count. So this is the first time our podcast.
Okay.
How did you navigate your queerness as a child?
Well, I didn't experience gay until like my senior year, going into my freshman year in college.
Mm.
So
Man,
all before then, I was with female.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Not you being sorry to hear it, bitch.
Oh wow.
Don't pay me no mind. Don't pay me no mind.
But yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, so what was it that it was like self-discovery? Like, how did you sort of know about yourself? Uh-oh.
Sorry, somebody was calling.
Somebody must have called.
Yeah, right. My bad. The story. It was my best friend. At the time, like when I first learned of him being that way, he was being taken advantage of by an older person in his life, and that's when I found out that he was, gay. And so, like, I used to always have like a lot of men trying to talk to me. So at the time, I was like, I ain't gay, I ain't gay. So when I found out he was gay, I had put him on them. So I was like, oh, my best friend's gay. My best friend's gay. But then one time he called me crying, saying like how some boy did him wrong that I hooked him up with. And I was like, you know what? You my boyfriend now. So I was in college. He was at home. And I said, you my boyfriend now. We go together. So you can't talk to no other dudes. So when I came home, he actually acted on it as if, and I didn't stop him. So.
All right. I mean,
and then it began.
Oh, shout out to Chasing Reality in the chat.
Shout out to Chasing Reality in the chat, honey.
See, we only
I see the chat.
What's that?
Why can't I see the chat?
Are you on your phone?
Yes, I am.
I forgot what it looked like.
Damn,
there's a comments tab. I don't know what it looked like I had to pull it up here on the phone.
I don't even need to see it. If it's something important, I guess y'all let me know.
Yeah, we will.
Because just know that Chasing Reality puts the price in the chat. Chasing Reality puts the chat. So how did you land in sort of the styling, hair, beauty industry?
So I learned to braid like in elementary school.
Mm-hmm.
I learned that in art class. So that took off because I would braid my cousin's hair. I would, do all of that. But in all the midst of that, I was learning to sew. I was learning to design clothes. I was making stuff for my sister, like skirts and tops and stuff like that. And then it just took off from there, and everybody saw how I dressed, and they wanted to know, like, how can I dress like you, this, that, that. I also used to have my own little cleaners going on. See, yeah, let me tell you, I was an entrepreneur when I was a little kid. I would run a business out of my bedroom through my window. They would come and drop their clothes off, and I would wash them. I would wash and dry them. I would iron them if they want them starched, creased. I would do all of that. They had stains. I could get any stain out of any clothes. I would do all that, and they'll come back and pick them up through my window, and they'll pay me through the window.
Okay, look, we love a good entrepreneur. So what I'm hearing you say is that you can design me a dress. Got you.
Yeah, I probably could. I haven't designed a dress in a long time, but I mean, my imagination and my artistic skills can go.
Because when I hop in them DMs again, I'll be like, look,
I need a dress. I got you.
I need a little one too.
I got you.
I'm gonna be looking for it. I'm just telling you, like I pull through, bitch. I pull through.
Love a dress.
I do. I love a good gown. So recently you said that you're getting into, music management, and you picked up a couple of artists. So what's the updates on that? How did you sort of even figure out that was something that you wanted to do?
I always had a love for music because I'm a dancer, first off. So I'm around a lot of people who can sing, who can rap, who makes beats, who does this. And I just love music. So at first I wanted to make an EP and I wanted to be a rapper. And I still want to do that. But I was like, I think I should be more on the background. I feel like I could help somebody get to their highest potential. So that's how it happened. I was just like, I want to manage somebody. So one of my best friend, he's a wonderful singer. Two of my best friends, they sing. So I was like, oh, I want to manage somebody. So that's how it happened.
Okay, look, I love it. Look, I might have to hit you about that too, Shade. But go ahead, Scotty.
All right, then. So how did you initially come across the Chasing platform, and what made you want to join the Chasing platform?
Okay, I came across it. I'm here in Dallas, so they had a Chasing Dallas season 1. One of the people on there was one of my friends. His name is Beat King. Shout out to Beat King. He's a makeup artist.
Mm-hmm.
And I was doing his hair at the time, I believe. Because he dresses in drag, so I think I was doing him maybe a quick weave or a wig or something. I don't know. And I was just asking him, like, how do I get on this show? I was like, a lot of people on the show we didn't know at first. So it was like, they live in Dallas? Why didn't they ask me? I'm well known in Dallas. Why didn't they ask me? So he told me to hit up Reese. So I hit up Reese, and Reese had basically told us like me and Ariel and Trey Womack were like some of the people they thought about in the beginning. They thought we was gonna say no because of they thought we had already had our name and thought we were gonna be like we're too good for it or something. But I was like, no, y'all should have asked because I would have said yeah for the first season. So that's how it happened. I hit up Reese. I went to an audition and I was in that thing.
Ooh.
Season 2 was a hell of a season to start with.
I'll drink to that.
It definitely was now.
It was definitely.
Okay. Oh my God, not another severe thunderstorm warning, child. Listen, if anything happens, y'all know what's going on. I'm just letting you know now. I just got the alert, child. So, okay.
Amazing.
Right. They just talking about hail and stuff. That's what they talking about now. So they ain't talking about no 80-mile-per-hour winds like earlier this morning. They just talking about hail.
They tell me they'll be nervous.
Right. But anyhow, so being that you're one of the last remaining OGs this season, how was your season 4 experience compared to your season 2 and 3 experience? Like, what is the difference?
Okay, first off, season 3 and 2, we kind of filmed for like almost close to a year. Like we were filming for like a really, really long time. This season, we got it done within what?
5 months?
Like 6 months.
Oh.
So like we got finished like should have a bug. I'm sorry, y'all. There's something up in here. Yeah, this season we were pretty much finished within about 6 months. That's one difference. The feeling on set and the feeling in the green screens this season was more comfortable for me.
Mm-hmm.
And it was it was less drama from production this year. Not saying it was a lot of production, a lot of issues then, but drama this season from production was almost bare to minimal. Like, and they were all cool. Like everybody in production were cool.
And why do you think there was less drama this time?
I gotta choose my words wisely because I ain't trying to get into no with nobody. I'm guessing because I'm gonna say this. I'm guessing because Markel pretty much knew everything. His mouth in the camera is flying anyway. I'm sorry. Markel pretty much he knew everybody because he was on the cast with us. He knew us as production and as a friend of a cast member. So it was. I think that's what made it more smooth.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
You did your big one with that. I was supposed to see how you're gonna navigate that one. You did good.
You did.
I don't want to get up under nobody's skin, Lord, but I'm gonna have to say what I say. Whatever happens.
Just make it hot.
I do know that season 2 reunion, you was in rare form. I will say that because
I was kind of fed up on season 2 reunion, and I feel like I was really mad at Reese at that time.
all I'm hearing in my head right now was one of those. It's a quote that always be stuck in my head that you said. Everybody know you broke, bitch.
Man, he got another phone call. Damn, right?
He got another phone call. As soon as I said it, everybody know you broke, bitch. That's my favorite line, child. That is my favorite line. Ooh, you on mute?
Wait.
There you go.
I'm sorry, somebody called. I'm so sorry. I'm so. Can you call him, please? Thank you. I'm sorry. Someone was calling.
Yeah, but I don't know if you heard it. I don't know if you heard me, but that's my favorite line from you.
Which line was it? I didn't.
When you was like, "Everybody know you broke, bitch." I love it. I love
You
it.
broke, bitch. Everybody know you. Yeah, because at that time, I think she was like saying like my prices of doing hair was overpriced or whatever, and I'm just looking at her like, what? Like I compare my prices to surrounding people, and my prices was pretty good. If you wanted quality work, I'm just saying.
Mm.
I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Listen, I just wanted to say that line because that is rent free in my damn head. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
So,
that's just
however,
crazy.
so we won't harp on this too long. But since the cast has already done that, when we first see you joining Kesey in his recording session, we see you doing that, and then later on, when questioned, Kesey mentioned that there was a little something. So, what was the nature of you and Kesey's relationship at the time that this was shot? And if you guys were not romantically involved, could you see how the audience and the cast were led to believe that you were?
Okay, that was a lot of questions.
It was low.
Jamar.
First question:
Listen, I try to get it all up in there.
me and Kesey have never been romantically involved ever,
Okay.
in no way, shape, form, or fashion. So I'm gonna put that out there once again. Um, I guess when on camera with them asking, was there a little banter or flirting? And Kesey said, yeah, there's a little something. I could understand why they thought what they thought. But 4 times before that question, we was asked, are y'all talking? We said no. Do y'all have anything going on? We said no. Do y'all go together? We said no. And only reason why we did not mention that I was managing him is because me and him decided not to let anybody know, just let them see it on the show, let them see it happen on the show, because of the backlash that could come back. Oh, on Kesey's side saying, Kesey, why are you letting him manage you? Or Dior, why are you managing Kesey? Why you want to be a manager? And which happened, which everybody had something to say about me stepping into something else that I'm good at, and they mad about it. So we just kind of tried to keep down so much chitter chatter so we could take care of business, so y'all could see us taking care of business. And what else did you ask? And another reason why I feel like a lot of people may have believed it is because someone who was thought to be close to me at the time had said it out of their mouth a couple times. So if I heard something from someone's close friend or child or somebody and they saying something, I will have no other reason but to believe it because y'all so close that we know of.
Well, you answered this loaded potato question that Jamar pinned for you.
And see, it
Pretty
wasn't
well.
as he, I just want to
You
make sure.
answered it. You answered it pretty well. You did. Go ahead, Jamar. It's your turn.
So, because the
By the way,
audience.
I love Jamar. I love Jamar. He's so sweet.
Is
Oh
he?
I
yeah,
just want to say that. Because when we was in it, when we was in Houston, we had such a good time, and he was just like so like I was so comfortable around him. So yeah, I had a good time.
yeah.
Yeah, that's how he gets you, child. Get to know him.
Oh,
And you see, I'm wonderful. We're gonna talk about Houston again because that was funny.
okay.
That was funny.
I
Okay.
was pissed because I didn't come to Houston until like a week or two later. Y'all were
And
gone.
you could have went out with us and had a
Yeah,
good time.
we had a good time. We was drunk.
Yeah, we can move on before I get mad.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so because I really don't think this was addressed in the reunion, and if it was, blame it on the weed. In the early episodes of the season,
Thank you, Dominique. Go ahead.
we hear Robert in many different green screens put a lot of blame on you for like the breakdown of your relationship or brotherhood, and a lot of the drama that was occurring within the group due to everybody thinking that you're dating Kesey, and his like best friend for over a long amount of time used to date Kesey. And he was saying that y'all are breaking up this friendship, this bro code, or whatever he wants to call it. How did you feel hearing his feelings towards you, and were you able to gain like any sort of understanding of why he was saying the things that he said?
I'm gonna start off by saying, watching it because I didn't know anything was said or heard anything Oh, that's another good thing about this season. I didn't hear about anything that happened on any scenes or any green screens. I didn't hear what no one said until I watched it with everybody else. So while I'm watching it, of course, yes, my feelings was hurt because I've been knowing Robert longer than anybody on that show. Like anybody. Like I've been knowing Robert for some years. So to hear him saying everything that he was saying on the screen definitely hurt my feelings. But when we finally got a chance to sit down and talk and he understood what was really going on and all that, and he apologized, and then I guess I apologized too because I guess I shouldn't have kept him in the dark, even though I did mention it to him, let him know what was going on, but he was drunk, he didn't remember. So I definitely, my feelings was definitely hurt, but once we had the conversation and sat down and talked about it, oh, we were good. There was no reason for us to even have any more issue after that. So, yeah.
And I'm glad because it felt like, even though he was saying all those things, it felt like it was coming from a place of hurt that he still cared about you, but he just had frustrations or things, things that he was dealing with about the situation that he hadn't had a chance to fully hash out with you yet up until that point. So I'm glad y'all were able to sort of sort that out. I hope that becomes a running theme with other people that were in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Don't you drink on that. Don't you do that. Don't you do that.
Yeah, I already did that. Yeah, I already did that.
So you mentioned at the color party that, and now mind you, this, I want to make sure that if I get anything about this wrong, let me know. But you had mentioned at the color party that you thought DeAndre brought, the 2 extra people to potentially, jump you. And since one of those people, if I'm not mistaken, was the guy Marzell was going to fight you, do you feel like he was going to fight you because even though y'all used to date in the past? Did I get that right?
Well, I never I never knew who he was bringing in until he brought them in. But when he brought them in, I didn't once think that Marzell was going to be the one that was going to be doing the fighting because me and Marzell have a pretty good relationship. Like even though we don't talk like that at all anymore, I knew that we're level headed. Like we know we're not the type of people. But I didn't know the other guy, and I didn't know DeAndre either. And I just felt like from all the stuff that I was hearing from his co-host of the party, I just felt like maybe this is finna be the time I'm finna have to fight, Because I'm like, he started with me when as soon as I walked in, he was saying things to me. But, me being the boss that I am, I ignored it, So, because words really don't bother me, really. So the things he was saying wasn't bothering me until someone asked me, hey, why is he throwing you so much shade? You know what I'm saying? And I'm really thinking, like, why are you asking me this? But I answered it, and then I just felt like I'm finna fight. As soon as he approached me, asked me what I said. So, yeah.
Well, he's like, look, I'm gonna be texting my people. I'm letting them know if shit go down.
My friend, I was texting everybody. This is my location. Y'all got my location. Y'all gotta pull up because I don't know if I'm finna get jumped or not.
I mean, that's fair. A lot was going on in that situation.
Yeah.
So, do you feel like it was messy for Robert to try to bring in his best friend who used to date Kesey to that color party and try to see how you would react? He had the green screen of like, well, if they're supposed to be messing around, then I'm gonna see if they're gonna say that in front of my, my dude. And I was like, this is messy as hell.
So at the time, I promise you, I didn't know anything at the time, only because we have not yet heard anybody say that we're going together. Nobody came and asked us. All right, after the color party, we didn't hear anything else like we supposed to be going together, or no. After the September Remember party, I'm sorry, not the color party, the September Remember party, we haven't heard that such and such said this or such and such said that. So once we got to color party, I didn't think that. I mean, because I saw them and I spoke to them and everything. Because I didn't know. Like, if I would have known, like, oh, he was coming there to, well, the rumor of to come there and fight me. But Robert said that's not what was happening. Even he said it wasn't happening. But it was just, I didn't know how to feel. I just thought, oh, he brought a plus one also. You know what I'm saying? There go Tony. I'm cool with Tony. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think nothing of it at all.
But the way he made it seem like it was about to be some messy shit. He was gonna get him to fight you, like, oh, you talking to my ex dude? Like, it was about to be all that drama. I'm saying, I don't feel like this is strange because they never confirmed. And if that's what you brought him there for, this is a lot. This is
a whole lot.
But I mean, once I watched it back, I was like, oh, that was going on. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? But I did get a phone call, like, directly after when Robert, on the scene where Robert sat down with Trey. I think it was Trey, Kiki, and maybe Sean. I don't know. They were sitting at Trey's photo shoot, and I had got a phone call, like, directly after that saying, did you know what's wrong with you and Robert? And I was like, nothing that I know of, you know. And he was like, did you know that he was bringing Tony to come fight you? And I was like, what? So I immediately started calling Robert. You know what I'm saying? Like, we a phone call away. That's what I do. So it was just like, everything was confusing to me. I was shocked. I didn't know. So
that's crazy. See, this what makes these reality shows a lot. It's like you don't even know what's going on as it's happening.
At all.
All right, Scotty, you up?
All righty then. So how has the season been for you thus far, as an OG cast member watching the show back?
Me watching the show back, I was like, "Ooh, this is good." Like, even though I was in it and I was there, by watching it back, it was like, this is really good. Like, everything was on point to me. Like, it was just, I actually had fun. Like, sometimes after season 2, I was definitely like, ugh, I am not going back. I don't like her, blah, blah, blah. But then we mend fences. And when I did the retreat, then season 3, after season 3, I was like, oh, that's when they was up in the air saying that Chasen wasn't coming back. And then on top of that, I was feeling like, I don't think I want to go back. This is too much. This is too much. And then, like, this season, I didn't have a thought that I don't want to come back. I haven't had that feeling. So I guess that would be the difference. Yeah.
Yeah, you did, and I have a follow up because I feel like this is something I'm experiencing these past couple seasons of Atlanta. Like, you as a cast member, even though you live these scenes, you watch them happen, you know experience it firsthand. You still, when you watch it back through the lens of the editing and the episode and all that stuff, it's a completely different. It's like you're watching it with the rest of us as if you weren't living in it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So you understand why people getting on their phones and making stories on Instagram, subbing, and that's why, because we watching it back and now we mad all over again because we didn't know that you was acting like this and you supposed to be my friend and you my homegirl on the show. So that's how it was. It was just like, what? Oh, you said, oh damn. I thought we was good. That's how we are looking at the screen. So we with everybody else.
Yeah.
For real.
Mess. Go ahead.
Okay, so since you made it clear that you and Kesey were never a thing, is there any special person in your life today that is a thing?
I can't drink on that. My wine gone.
Yeah, wine already gone. No, wine is already gone.
Yeah, there's someone.
Oh,
so I'm not in a relationship. I'm not committed to anybody. But there is a someone.
So you cheat?
It's not cheating if it's open.
Yeah,
I didn't know about it.
But boy,
I'll be better than this.
Oh my God. Anyway. But anyway, he said that there is someone there, but he's not in a relationship. So we can move on, child. That wasn't even supposed to be the next question. I really just bypassed the one that was before, but okay. Maybe because I really wanted to know the answer to that one. So
I'm still available. No.
When meeting the new cast members for the first time at the September to Remember party, who stood out to you the most in that group?
I really want to know, did I meet anybody? Honestly, no. Um, who stood out the most to me, first off, was DeAndre because of the way he
Yeah.
was, like, flirting with everybody. And I guess I would say Jet Jeff. I already knew Astro, from around the way, and I already knew Kiki from around the way. But I didn't really get to meet Sean at the September to Remember party, or who else? I already knew Trey and I already knew Robert. So
Tedley?
Oh, somebody calling again. We're going to start making them put their phones on Do Not
Oh, do
Disturb.
not-
I don't know why everybody's calling me. I'm sorry. Everybody's down here for Juneteenth. They trying to find out where I'm at. But I'm sorry. Did y'all hear what I said?
I was asking if you knew Tedley prior to, and that's when the phone call came in.
Did I know who?
Tedley.
No, I didn't. I've seen Tedley from around the way, from George. Me and George, that's my nigga. George is my nigga. So I knew they were friends at one point, and Markel. So I've seen Tedley around the way, but we didn't know each other. But that's just.
Let's see.
That's Jet, leave him alone so we can finish.
I'm sorry. That was Jet Jeff. I'm sorry.
Jet Jeff, I know.
I'm
You
trying to figure out where I'm at. I didn't know him personally. I didn't meet Tedley because he wasn't even at the September to Remember party. When did I meet Tedley?
He wasn't in September to Remember. God damn it.
I'm finna DM Jet Jeff and tell him to stop calling his damn phone.
I got you. Hold on.
I'm sorry. No, that one wasn't Jet Jeff though. That one was my son. He trying to find me too. I'm sorry, y'all. They gonna figure it out in a minute. But yeah, I didn't meet Tedley until I can't remember what scene that was. But I did. Was it the color party? Like meet him. I can't remember when I met him. I just can't remember. I can't remember. But he wasn't there though.
At the September to Remember?
I thought he was there.
Yes, he was. That's what DeAndre approached him about him leaving him or paying him in the club or something like that.
Oh yeah, that was then.
Oh, he was there. Oh yes. I'm sorry, Telly. Don't be mad at me.
I'm like, no.
I do remember. But I think did he leave early or something? It just seemed like I'm sorry. But I don't feel like we met at that party.
Okay, you
It probably was minimal. Yeah, y'all probably didn't have that much interaction. That's probably why you didn't remember.
Yeah, no. When we met up at Spatch, when I invited everybody out to eat at Spatch, that's when I asked him questions about him, where he's from, what he do. That's when I started meeting Tedley. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. Okay, it's your turn.
What's wrong?
You on mute.
Don't pay me. We're gonna ignore that never happened. So
okay, I'm sorry.
A large part of this season was centered around the concept of family. For those that are unfamiliar with like the dynamic of what a gay family is, can you share the definition of a gay family and what the gay family means to you?
Okay, well, the definition of a gay family is basically like a chosen family that you choose outside of your real family. Most of the time when a child picks a father or a mother, it's someone who has experienced a lot in life or knows a lot about a gay scene and can help you, throughout your gay journey in the gay scene. Not necessarily just have to be financial helping, but it's mentally, it's emotionally, it's just being there because a lot of my kids were disowned by their biological family, or they just don't want to abide by their biological family rules and they rebel in them, so they find someone like me who's like a role model who can show the way and do that. So we me and my best friend came up with the Emiliano family, and we have quite a few kids, and That's what it means to me. Gay family to me is basically like a real family to me, just not blood is not connecting us.
Do you have to, if you wanted to be a gay parent, mother, father, whatever, does the child have to sort of come to you about doing it? Do you have to seek out the child, or is it like a mutual agreement? How does that sort of come about?
It's both ways. A lot of times, a lot of people approach us out and they're like, "Oh my God, I want to be in y'all's family. I want you to be my dad." Man, that's when it comes a little bit more hard for them because we need to know what's your motive. Why did you choose me of all the other gay families out here? Um, what do you plan on doing in this family? But if we pick you, it's like we've been watching you for a minute. Like we've seen you out. We saw you in drama, out of drama, whatever it is you do in life. And we was thinking, we saw you and was like, I want to help this person. I want to take this person under my wing and guide them in the right way. So that's how it goes.
Okay, I love that. I love that because I have one of my gay fathers in Houston who is a great, great friend of mine who really picked me up and kind of helped me navigate that scene when I was first kind of coming out as an adult.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's super dope. I love to see that dynamic play out in our communities. So switching gears because now we're at Houston.
Okay.
On this trip, did you really feel like that house was haunted? Because I did.
Yes. Oh my God. Like I don't know if anybody else like I feel like I had the best room in the house. No shade. Besides, where y'all was staying at because I would want to be over there. But I could have sworn somebody was in the bed with me. Like I was like, I brought my own covers because I don't like sleep on everybody else's stuff. So I was just like, I had rolled over. I was like, somebody in the bed with me, but it was nobody there. So the lights was going off. It was like all kind of stuff. The mask on the wall. It was the furniture. It was the artwork. Everything just didn't match. It was just like, let's just put this in the house. The house was nice. The decor wasn't that good.
Very 1970s. Mm-hmm.
Very much so. And then the mirrors. It was just like, oh, okay, look, okay.
And I was like, where did Dior get this bed set? Like, it fit everything. I don't even know if you knew what size bed you were going to get. I said, how did he come with an entire custom-made bed set?
Well, I knew it wasn't going to be nothing bigger than a king. And I knew it. I mean, it was king size cover, pillows, stuff. So, yeah. And I just knew,
on side, then what?
In the Airbnb, I have red in my hair. So I tend to leave red on the pillows a lot, and they charge us for that. So I'm starting to bring my own thing so we can be a little more careful because my red get everywhere.
I am screaming because I was like, now what if you just brought the wrong size bed comforter? You just gonna still use this stuff?
I was gonna be right on that side, up in that corner of it, folded up in my own stuff. For real.
That is a shame. That is a hot mess. So another Houston moment. How gagged were you really when that waitress came back to that table and told y'all that y'all had a $300 some odd dollar bill for this bottle of Hennessy?
In this little section.
That man cleared house and left the building.
Baby, he did his big one on us for real. Like it was so crazy because first of all, we was already when we pulled up, we was like, why are we here? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are we? We want to be in our city, in our community type of shit. But when he was like, when that woman was saying, I think she came to meet first and was like, are y'all ready to settle up on the bill or whatever? I was like, oh yeah, I said, how much is that? Did the boy who had the section pay for his part? She was like, oh yeah, he paid. And I was like, okay, well, how much did he pay? I think she said $100, if I'm not mistaken. I think on the camera it said $75, but I think it's only $100. And I was like, well, how much is the bill?
$100.
It was still $390. And I was just like, what? I was like, okay, look, first off, we in a place paying for a bottle where which Hennessy is my drink, so I was gonna have my coins, and I feel like everybody else had their coins too. But it was just a point that why didn't you tell us? Like you could have told us. It wouldn't have been no deal if you didn't want to pay for it. That's fine. If you didn't have the money, that's fine too. Like we can pay for it, but it was just the fact. Like We didn't know nothing about it until she walked up with the little kiosk in her hand saying, "Settle up, I'm ready. Give me my coins." Also, tip me on top of that too. So it was just like, oh.
And
I
at
was
that
over it
point,
at this point. I was just like, okay, I thought we were cool. We was trying to clear everything up, and then boom, you do something else. It was just like, okay, you know what? When somebody show you who they are one time, you better believe them for real.
but that's Dior made sure that Hennessy bottle was empty before
Oh,
we left.
because I was like,
Everybody drive the boat
you
tonight.
know, Hennessy, my girlfriend. And that's who I'm in a relationship with for real.
Okay, that's what it is. And I think I told this to I asked Tedley this to mention this. I don't think the show really shown you and tell us how small that section really was. And because I don't think the
So
show.
if I stood, I'm 5. Okay, I don't know if anybody know how tall I am because a lot of people say when they see me in my pictures, I look real tall. I'm only 5'7", 5'8". So if I stood up where the table was and put my arms out, that's how big the section is. Boom. Like we could, like if you're sitting on this couch, you can lean up and talking to everybody's ear on this side too. Like it was that close. But I don't trip on how small sections is. That's just not. Sean is my boy. I love him. I didn't been in some small sections that I didn't pay a pretty penny for, and it just be like, damn, this is what we paid this amount for, you know. So I didn't trip on that. It was just the fact that you just didn't want to pay for this bottle.
Very much real. But that was just funny because I think we thought the section was actually two different sections.
Right.
And I told
somebody else's section. We was like, oh shit, we ain't supposed to be over here. Oh damn. And it was just like, I don't know. It was like he was saying that he was not drinking because he had to do something in the morning. And then he turned around and said, "I'm already drunk." And I'm just like, what? I'll put some. I'll pay half on the bottle. I'll pay half on the bottle if y'all want to get a bottle. Yeah, we want a bottle. You drug us out here to this hookah lounge where we really don't want to be at, but we here. Yeah, we want to get drunk. We want to get drunk. We can't bring our cameras in. We can't bring no weed in. Yeah, get us a bottle. You're gonna pay half, but you only pay $100 on what was it, $490?
Like $400. We knew that for sure.
Like, what the fuck? Like, oh, he did his big one. Shout out to you, DeAndre. You did your big one for real.
We left that scene. We said, "Baby, they are going to drag her." They are going.
They was. I was like, I don't got nothing to say. I'm not going to even say what I got to say.
It was going to be terrible.
I was over it. For real.
However,
my heart goes out to him.
It was nice. The first night that we went out, we had a great time.
You are breaking up, child.
Yeah, you back.
StreamYard.
You back.
StreamYard. Don't play me.
Don't play.
I saw you fucking up. Well, no, what I was saying was, I don't know if that was the Friday or the Saturday night, but the very first night that we did go out, we had a great time.
Yes.
We had a great time.
We did.
And somebody tried to kidnap Kesey, but we won't.
That boy was trying to take him home for real.
With all his might. With all his might. God bless it. Kesey's so quiet, but he just won't say nothing. But I was like, we're gonna have to protect her.
Yeah, he was over there smiling, like a little kid, like. And that boy was like, he was drunk too. It was like, it was hilarious, for real.
It was very uncomfortable. God bless. But we had a great time.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So anyhow. Oh Lord, he always give me these type of questions, but I'm the one to answer them.
What does it say?
I'm the one to answer them. Anyway, so at the reunion, you shared that you oftentimes feel alone and don't have a consistent source of emotional support. Is that still the case to this day, or have you been able to find someone you trust to reach out to in your times of need?
Better answer that right.
Y'all hear my sisters in the background.
I heard them. They say you better answer that right.
So, like, I did say that I feel like I was alone and I didn't have no one, but that wasn't really what it was. What it is that when I do go through things and I do feel like um, if I was to call someone, it would be a burden. I tend to keep it to myself. So it's not me saying, it's not that I don't have these people, because I have people around me who love me to death. So it's just the fact that I feel like I'm always a protector. So I'm always trying to protect them from feeling like I'm being a burden on them or making them feel like hurt because I'm hurt. Because I know if I'm hurt and I'm sad and I'm crying, like the people around me is feeling it. Like even if I'm having a bad headache, they like, nigga, what's wrong with you? This ain't you. You know what I'm saying? What's wrong? Why you not talking? Why you not smiling? Why you acting like this? So I do have the people. It's just that I sometimes have to stop being so closed in or and selfish and start sharing my problems with my people. So I
Ooh,
think
I relate.
yeah. I just don't I don't think this will happen, but a lot of times I'm gonna like be like, well, I was there for you and you know,
Oh, that literally just happened to me.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So and that feeling not good, but I don't think the people that I do have will ever be like, you know, blah blah blah. But I don't know, because I mean I've been surprised by a few people here lately tremendously. So it was, you never know.
I understand that because oh God, these folks know they blowing up that phone. They are really blowing up that phone, child. But what I was saying was I definitely feel what you're saying, because a lot of the times I be going through a lot of stuff and I don't say anything to that one until I can't take it no more. And then he'll be like, so why didn't you call me, bitch? Don't start your shit. But he'll be like, why you didn't say nothing? So why are you just now telling me this or whatever? It's like, and this is someone that I've known for 10 years. So you would think that I would just come out and say it, but a lot of times I guess I have PTSD with that type of stuff, because a lot of the times you tell people your issues, and once they get mad or you disappoint them, they throw in your face exactly what they did for you, or I was there for you when you went through this. I was there for you when you went through that. And I feel like if it was ever genuine, even if you are upset with me, you won't have to go there and throw that in my face.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the times I don't be wanting to do that, and I don't want to be a burden. And that's my main excuse for Jamar is I don't want to be a burden. He'd be like, "You're not a burden, bitch. Like, what are you talking about?"
I'm gonna take another excerpt from what Dior said. Dior said in that scene with Trey, me? Me? Really? Girl, please.
And I do admit that this might be one of my hypocritical traits or whatever, because I preach to all my kids and all my close ones, like don't hide nothing from me. Tell me if you're going through something, you know what I'm saying? And that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. I'm that person. So I feel like by me being that person, I gotta keep up this strong facade.
Yep.
So you won't think, oh, why would I go to him and he going through something, like, you know what I'm saying? So I try to like keep it all in so I can keep their trust. Not saying that I'll break their trust, but just me in my head, you know, keep their trust to come talk to me about things that's hurting them, because I feel like I can help a lot of people, and I do.
That's one of my hypocritical traits. I already know that, because I'll be so quick to tell folks. Well, I say that to Jamar. Well, why didn't you tell me? You know, you could tell me if you want to. Why you didn't tell me? But then I'm sitting up here about the down the inside and ain't told him shit.
Absolutely. That'd be me. That'd be me. We gotta do better, Scotty. We gotta do better. I'm working on it. You working on it?
I'm trying.
We gotta work on it.
I'm trying.
Next time I'm talking with you, I'm gonna ask you how you been.
I'm stubborn, okay, and I can admit that I'm very stubborn. That's another thing too. Jamar tell me to go left, I go right on purpose because he told me to go left. Like,
and then comes back and go right. You gotta let them bump their head sometimes. It's all right.
Like, you can't tell me, like, for example, if Jamar says something along the lines of, don't look at such and such because it's going to piss you off. What are you talking about, Jamar? Don't look at that post on Instagram because it's going to piss you off. Okay, I'm not going to look at it. Then next thing you know.
Right there looking at it. What is he talking about? For real.
Then I call him. bitch, that shit pissed me the fuck. And then he'll be like, didn't I tell you not to look at
He looking
that?
just like this when you call. I told your ass.
And then I'll be like, well, why would you tell me not to look at it when you know I'm gonna look at it anyway?
But then you're gonna be like, then when you see it, you're gonna call him up. Did you see the post? And he be like, yeah, I already saw it. You're gonna be like, well, why you didn't tell me you seen the post? So it's like
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
damned if you don't. For real, for real.
It really is, but that's fine.
People don't need to tell me not to do nothing, because if you tell me not to, I'm gonna do it anyway. They're just like somebody putting a hot iron in my face and tell me not to touch it. I'm gonna touch it anyway, just because you told me not to. Then when my ass get burnt, then I'll be mad.
And then you mad at yourself because you can't be mad at nobody else.
At least I can own up to the fact that I'm very stubborn. I can. But the next thing is also at the reunion, you mentioned that you intentionally planted a trap for Trey to see if he was the person who was mentioning your conversations to other people. And as the season was airing, the audience built the narrative that Trey made up the story of you and Kesey kissing, and he mentioned you never stood up for him to prove that he wasn't lying. What made you decide to hold on to that information until the reunion and not clear it up during the airing of the season?
Because Trey asked me to. We talked about it on FaceTime after the second after show. Whenever he did his after show, I FaceTimed him and we talked. I was like, bitch, I didn't know you was one out here telling people that we was going together. He said, oh, I'm sorry. I misspoke. I over exaggerated, blah, blah, blah. And then the whole kiss thing, I said, I told him on that phone call, this is, I think, episode 2 or 3. It's one of those episodes. And I was like, I let him know, like, what I did to, figure out. I set him up. He knew about this. And we was going to clear it up at the reunion. So that's why I'm really confused on why you're so mad I didn't say nothing before the reunion.
So he knew that this was a trap.
He knew he knew once it was airing. He didn't know while we were filming.
Because Trey was like, well, damn, why he ain't sticking up for me? And you said you knew that you weren't gonna stick up for him.
Yeah, that's why I'm confused on like, why are you mad saying that I wasn't there? Like, that's why I didn't get to at the end of the reunion, y'all see I asked a question and he replied basically was saying something about that situation. So I really wanted to answer, but we was out of time. They was like, boom, no more time. So, but that's why I was asking that, because I knew we both had this conversation on FaceTime and his boyfriend was there. And we both decided we was going to clear it up at the reunion. You know what I'm saying? So it was confusing to me, like, that you're mad about me not saying nothing during the season.
That's interesting.
Lord.
You got anything to add to that, Jamar? Because the look on your face is letting me know that you got some thoughts in your head.
And keep in mind, I didn't tell anybody about the setup because I didn't want nobody else saying something. I didn't tell anybody. I didn't tell nobody. I didn't even tell Kesey about it. It was just like at the spur of the moment, I was just like, we was on the phone, FaceTime. Right before the FaceTime before that, I asked, hey, who's saying this? And he says, I don't know. I don't know who's saying it, So it was like, okay, it's a spur of the moment. We was on the phone talking. I was like, oh, girl, we kissed. Just being, funny. And it was just like, damn, you took it and you ran with it. But then I was just really, my main thing, even if I really did kiss Kesey, let's say I did, or let's say we were together, why would you, the person, my son at the time, a close friend of mine, be talking about me and my business to people I don't even know? Like, I didn't know Jeff, I didn't know DeAndre, I didn't know none of these people. I had just seen them at this event, haven't really met or sat down and talked to them. So why were you so comfortable to talk about anything that I was doing with anybody else? It was like baffling to me, like, because I wouldn't do that. Like, if this person don't know you, you already knew that DeAndre didn't like me. Trey knew that DeAndre didn't like me. So why are you even telling him any of my business?
Based off of what he said, oh, I was excited about it. The good news.
Oh Lord, child, you breaking up and you froze.
Yeah, you froze.
Meteor is trying me. Trying me. But no, I said he was saying that he was excited about it and he was trying to share the good news that he had heard about you
Yeah, he
potentially.
also said to me on FaceTime, but I was like really confused on that part too. Like, what are you excited about?
I'm hollering.
Thank you for the cat, not cash up. Thank you for the super chat.
Mhm.
Um, well, I guess that's it for that question. Moving on to the next one. This is the one that I really want to know about. On the reunion after show, we saw that you and Trey had a heated exchange on the live feed. And since y'all have had the history that y'all had, are there any plans of any reconciliation or a rebuild of that relationship with Trey?
And you ain't got no more wine to sip.
What's the question? Is there any plans on recon? I think it's over at this point. I still love him. I'm still proud of him. But yeah, I think, like, I feel like it's for him and it's for me. I feel like we both feel like the last straw has been drawn. Like, so it's just like, I wish him well. I wish nothing bad on a young man at all. But
Cause we fight, we friends, we fuss and fight every now and then. But we'll be like, you know what, bitch, I fucked up. It's all right. I still love you. Let's get back to.
I mean, am I saying that could never ever happen? No, I'm not saying that. But right now, in this moment,
Mm.
no. But like long down the road, we happen to see each other out. We sit down, we talk, and apologies is given, and it's genuine, and stuff like that. That maybe, but like right now in 2023, I don't see it happening.
So is the door like Nene said, the door is closed? Is the door closed or is it cracked?
It's closed but not locked.
Okay.
It's ajar.
It's a jar.
It's ajar. Okay, that's fair, and I understand because it was I'm sure it meant a lot to the both of you, but and you just might need some time away to heal or whatever that case may look like for the two of you. So I understand, but I just hate because it just sucks for the relationship you two. At the
There you
same time,
go.
I ain't in it, so I don't know what's going on.
Child, we don't hear you, child. We don't hear you. We don't
But
hear
yeah,
you. We don't hear you. You breaking up, honey, and you froze. There you go. Now say it again.
What were you saying?
I am I am over it. I'm over it. I'm over it. Long story short, I love the both of y'all, and I hope to see one day for y'all to kind of mend fences and come back together again.
Yeah.
It'll probably happen at some point. It's just that right now they don't need to be in each other's space at this point. They just need that room to breathe. You know what I'm saying?
And I just feel like all of my kids, all of my kids know like the type of person I am and who I am and what buttons to push, what not buttons to push. They pretty much know that. So like, I think he knows he knows how to fix it for sure. He knows how to fix it for sure. But um I don't know if he wants to at this point. And I only feel like it's like that because I feel like he's trying to prove a point that's not real, a false narrative of, me not being that person in his life when you can ask any one of my kids or family members. Just say, hey, who is Trey to Dior? Who is Dior to Trey? It's gonna be like, oh, blah 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 blah. So for the allegations that he brought up on me in the courts were false. And I was pushed to the point to where I had to speak up because this wasn't the first or second time I heard that, oh, I'm not this person in your life. So I feel like that's why a lot of people right now are commenting saying that I was wrong for throwing up what I do for somebody because that's not what I do. I don't do that. But once the person keeps saying, oh, you don't support me or you're not there for me, you wasn't a father to me, or this, that, and the third. Sometimes, and they do it publicly.
Mm,
You
mm,
can't
mm,
keep
mm.
fixing it privately because everybody else is thinking this, but over here we think it's fixed. So since you did it this last time publicly, I did it publicly one time, and I guess that's what really blew it up. But I really had to let it be known. Like, I have been this person in your life for a long time. I practically raised you. Like, so don't say that. Like, it bothered me. So I was really, I was really.
That is bothersome because it's like when somebody is upset with you or they feel a little bit of disappointment or you made a misstep, because everybody makes missteps. Because in relationships, I've made many. I mean, I'm not the perfect person. I try to pride myself on being the best friend I know how to be, but I know that I have my own issues and my own flaws sometimes where I could work on those things. But what I don't like about people is that when they feel like it's okay to have your feeling. I will never take away your feeling. But even if you are upset with me, or even if I did disappoint you, there should never be a time where you go and just pretend like I was never ever there for you, or never did anything for you, or never was that person for you at all. It's like when people get mad, everything that you ever did is thrown out the window, and now you the worst person in the world. Like you, it's crazy to me.
Right.
And I understand exactly how you feel. It's just that for me, I just try to take the high road a lot of the time, because it's like I'm just not gonna do what you did to me, because I always pride myself on not throwing shit in people's faces. So I don't want to come across as a hypocrite. But at the same time, I get why you did that, because if you going out saying that I ain't never been there for you and I ain't never did this and I did this XYZ for you, and then you want to come out here and say, so instead of me blasting a person's business, my ass just walk away. See you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I understand.
And
So,
I wasn't even on the live. I wasn't watching the live. I was at the salon. I was getting my money, and I got a phone call, some text messages. And Trey is really on here saying lying on here about you. And I was like, where? Like, where at? So I had to pull up. What was
said?
Because we was just at the reunion. Oh, Dad, I love you. Let's take a picture. So it was like, yeah.
Lord, we're gonna extend the hands of prayer in Dior's direction.
Most definitely.
For real.
So, what advice would you give to anybody who wants to get on reality TV for the first time, or somebody who may just be casted for their first show? Like, what advice would you give that person?
Always be your authentic self. Don't let anyone change you or force you to do anything that you want to do. Always be your authentic self, so people can love you for you and not a fake you. That's the main thing.
I like that a lot. That's very, very true. I'm like, y'all try to produce yourselves sometimes, you'll end up looking stupid.
For real.
just
oh my God.
Natural, baby. So earlier in the show, but would you return for hold on
again?
Who you frozen?
Am I back?
There you go.
Am I back again?
There you go.
Girl, almost done, StreamYard. I promise you, we're almost done. I think you answered this earlier on in the show. Would you return back for another season? It asked.
Yes, I would.
As you should.
I would. I definitely would. I love chasing.
We're fine. We're a great group of people.
Okay, so what's next for Dior?
Right now, I have I just did this show called The Closet Wars. I think what's the name of the network, y'all? That's bad.
That's
bad. I'm gonna find it for y'all in a minute. So I just did I just did a show called Closet Wars where I was a judge. So that should be airing on this network called something. I don't know. It's not in this phone. It's in that phone. And
Yeah.
then also
Is it on TV? What's it given?
it's on a streaming service, kind of like Now That's TV or like Zeus, but it's called. I can't think of the name of it right now. That's so bad. It's so bad.
It'll come to you when you click off.
Yeah.
Right.
Y'all see me post about it. If y'all want to see, y'all see me make a post about it. So I did that. Of course, I'm still managing artists. I'm trying to get one of my artists in the studio and get some things out. But you know, it's like fighting tooth and nail with him. But y'all gonna hear him because his voice is like velvet. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. I'm also doing like an accessory / clothing store. I'm going to call it the Palace by King Beautiful. And it's going to be things like, if a lot of people see a lot of stuff that I wear and they be like, oh my God, where you get that from? Or a lot of stuff that I wear sometimes is custom. So they're one-on-one, so I can get it to them. It's like glasses, shades, jewelry, like the earrings and stuff that I'm wearing. A lot of stuff that I wear, like the dangly earring, that's my new signature. So stuff like that, I'm going to be selling that. Also, hair products. Right now I have growth oil. Also, I have bonnets and scarves. I also sell hair, wigs, lace. So yeah, I have a lot of things going on, but you know, I gotta make my money where I can make my money. You know what I'm
As
saying?
you
'Cause I don't want
should.
nobody to think that I got food stamps and that I can't afford a $750 apartment, like what DeAndre said. So you know, I just had to let everybody know that I have multiple incomes coming in.
I wish I had food stamps.
God damn it.
Rich, but I ain't broke either. So that's how it is.
Woo, Lord, that bullet hit so many people.
Okay.
Listen.
Okay, so one of the things we like to do towards the end of our interviews is play like a little game for people who are part of an ensemble cast. And we're going to list off each of your castmates, and you tell us the first thing that comes to your mind or anything you want to say about that person. And I'll start.
Shoot, look. Shoot.
Kiki.
Oh Lord, he froze it again.
He freezing up again, but he said Kiki.
Kiki. I was Kiki. She's motherly.
Mm-hmm.
Motherly, beautiful. Motherly and beautiful. She's a pretty lady.
Okay. Tedley.
Tedley is a key, but I love Tedley. He is a key. He is funny. He got all the good reads. He is hilarious.
Very rich auntie.
Yes, very much so. The rich auntie. Yeah. Kesey, wonderful artist all the way around, from writing to rapping to singing and acting. And not even just only writing music, also writing poetry and screenplays and things like that. So he's
okay.
he's very talented. I'm gonna promote my artist every way I can, every way I get it.
Okay, Sean.
Sean, that's my friend. I love Sean. Sean is like my hangout buddy. Like that's the person. Like if I want to call somebody, if I know for sure I want to laugh, that's who I'm gonna call.
I'm sure.
Up. And Sean, he could just be. Sean just says the most random things, and it's funny. And it's the way he talks, because it seemed like he's about to say like something that's not right, but it lands like, because he be like talking slow, like he thinking, but he already got the thought together. So yeah, he's funny. I love Sean. That's
God, this thunder child. Oh my God, go ahead.
Be careful out there.
Right.
So next is Jet Jeff.
Jet Jeff, my spicy Latina. I love him. That's my drinking buddy. That's the person who can drink just as much as I can drink.
I can tell that I can see him being a person to go out to drink with. I can definitely see that.
Yeah. And he's like a baby. It's like when you see Jet Jeff, it's like, oh Jet, give him a hug. You know, like, yeah, I like Jet.
Astro,
feisty jalapeno. Feisty. But that's like a little brother to me. Like he's low key a part of the family. He's not in the gay family with me. He dated one of my brothers at one point, so it's like we pulled him in. That's like a close friend of mine, and he's very talented. The boy can rap. That's one thing he can do. He can really, really rap. So if y'all listening to any music, please go listen to Astro and Kesey, but Astro too, and JJ, but Kesey too.
Period, as they should.
Robert, that's my brother. Love him to death. Nothing gonna change. We always gonna rock hard. You know what I'm saying? And like, this is one of the biggest issues we've ever had since I've known Robert. Like ever. Like we've never been into it. Like it was if I was into it with somebody, that's who I call. If he was into it with somebody, that's who he'll call me. Like so, that's like my brother, my mama, my sister. Everybody knows him. His mama, his brother, his nephews, his daughter. They all know me. So it's like we connected for life.
Okay, Lundy, who I love to call Loud D.
Loud D. Lon D, I think we got a little more acquainted and closer the day of the reunion. I thought we were cool, and then I guess we never had an issue, but it was just like the things he was saying kind of made me feel like we're not cool. But then we talked and we, so then we were cool. We have no issue. I love Londi is like a cool person. He does wonderful events. Yeah, I think we and Londi could be close. He's a Capricorn like me, so hey, Evie. But yeah,
George,
my brother. That's another person that's funny without being funny.
Yes, he is.
It's just, around him, my cheeks be hurting, like because I just laugh so much, and he just be randomly talking. So he's a character, and I think he's here. So I hope y'all meet up with him tonight.
And last but certainly not least, DeAndre.
I don't know that person.
He's not last, but I forgot to put somebody on the list.
I don't really know DeAndre. Like the person that has been presenting, I still feel like to this day is not the same. The person he really is. Like I don't know, because I do feel like that he was a person who was producing himself.
Yeah, I believe that too.
So I don't know if DeAndre is this person over here that's just messy, wants to fight, leave out tabs and stuff, or if he's really a good friend like he showed Oliver, and you know what I'm saying. I don't know which one is the real DeAndre, so I don't know him.
And last but truly not least, Trey Howard.
I'm supposed to be saying something. Okay. Trey Howard. I am proud of him. He's a very, very talented, nice looking young man. I'm proud of everything that he has going for himself. I wish nothing but the best for him. Yeah, that's about it.
Well, and I thought about this just now. I'm gonna just throw this question in here because when they again from Houston, we went out to that theme park. How terrified were you to ride that boat ride?
Y'all know I did not want to get on. I don't not like riding rides. I'm scared of heights. I don't like getting on roller coasters. I don't like going up on like real tall buildings, like looking down. It gives me like my feet start tingling. But I said I gotta do it just for the people that's watching. But I'm telling you, y'all, I was so scared. Just like I don't know if I saw when we went to Las Vegas. I think that was season 3. And I think we got on rides. I don't know. I didn't get on the rides. They didn't make me that time because I was too scared. But I did it this time. Yeah, very, very much terrified. But I think I'll do it again. I think I'll do it
again. Right?
Yeah, I'll do it again.
Get somebody else to do it because I was knowing.
Yeah. But George didn't get on there either. I was like, oh, they making my scary ass get on here and they just standing outside filming.
Yep. Correct. It has to be down there to get the shot.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
I cannot.
So, at the end of all of our interviews, we like to ask our guests, did you have a good time? Do you feel like, Scotty and I did our jobs as the host of the show? Like, give us your feedback on your experience with us.
Yes, I love being on here with y'all. I wish I could do an interview with y'all like at least once a month. I just wish I could. Hey, it's your time. I'm like, okay, I'm ready. No, but I really enjoy y'all. I always enjoy Scotty. I did one with him before. I don't know what side did you on. I did one with him before, and then Jamar, we've been around each other. We've partied together. We've got drunk. So it's just like I like y'all. Y'all my peoples.
It's just amazing when everybody likes you.
It really is. No.
And it's not just hearsay. Like, you've had personal experiences with both of us.
Yes.
So who we are on here is the exact same thing as what you're going to get in person.
Right. Absolutely.
Period. So they talking about we got audience questions. Do we have time for that?
I mean, it's up to him.
What time?
If anybody, you have some audience. Where did they already, or do they just they want to put some up there?
I don't even know what I want to get. Yeah, I got enough time for a few.
Okay, so if y'all got any questions, please send them in here now, child. It's already thundering, and I'm scared the lights gonna go out again.
Yeah,
And StreetYard been trying me for the past hour.
Exactly.
Oh no.
So where's the audience questions, child?
We'll get there soon. I just have to catch the replay. Look, y'all got about 30 more seconds to post some questions, or we're gonna benediction. We're gonna start the benediction because it's Pride in Dallas, and I wish I was there.
Listen,
I'll be there next year, though, maybe.
Maybe.
it's gonna be Pride in Houston when I go there, but I don't want to go to none of that stuff.
Please, you can have it.
I ain't go. We just I already said we wasn't going to that, and I ain't want to go anyway.
Why
so.
you laying down?
Hey, y'all ain't.
I told you I was doing an interview.
I think that's it. Cause ain't nobody saying nothing.
As soon as I walk out, I feel walk out the door in my red dress.
Yeah, you about to walk out the door real quick because ain't nobody saying
I'm
nothing.
not wearing white.
Somebody said, please let Dior do his classic kiss from the opening.
Oh. Oh wow! I'll do that before I leave.
I mean, look.
I think it's about that time anyway.
Okay.
Ain't nobody saying nothing.
No questions. Okay.
Oh wait, somebody just sent
one.
somebody just sent one. As soon as we was getting ready to leave, it says, "Is there anything that was cut or edited that you wish was played?"
When we went to 2.0.
Question is something for me to think about. I really can't remember. I don't think. I don't know.
I'll say when we went to 2.0.
Huh?
Or when we went to that club at 2.0, or when Kesey almost got snatched.
Oh yeah, when we was out, outside the club. Yeah, that was the time. We had a time that night.
Or got caught in the rain.
We had a time that night.
Well, we had a time that night.
I just knew he was gonna flood.
Child, please.
What's the scene? Because now they coming with the question. That took y'all long enough. What's the most hated? What's the scene? I guess what they're saying is, what's the scene you hated the most that you did?
The scene that I hated the most this season will probably be.
Oh God, the rain is coming down.
I guess the scene. I guess I don't know. I don't have no scenes that I hated really. I did not like the whole fight situation. I didn't like that. I don't like nobody fighting really, but I guess that would probably be the most hated scene. I guess.
Okay. Robert referred to Trey as fake. Do you agree that he wasn't the same on TV than in person?
I agree.
Damn.
Okay. Is Dior single?
Yes.
Hell no. Next question.
Do you feel production is messy for showing y'all counting up the dollars?
That was funny because it looked like we was like really like scrambling for dollars, but that was really what was really going on. No, I thought it was funny. I thought it was good for TV because, yeah, no, I didn't think it was messy.
Dior, have you done Kiki's hair before? I can't remember if it was mentioned or not.
No, I've never done her hair, but my best friend has.
Okay, and would you let Jet and Tetley set you up on the blind date?
You know what? I probably would, because they both got some pretty good taste in men.
Oh yes, especially Taylor. Um, do, Dior, you've mentioned a lot about your growth. What have been things you implemented in your life to grow?
Um, Protecting my peace.
Ooh, yes.
Again.
My peace. And then, um, like I mentioned last time, like I haven't been upset off of any negativity since before. I mean, before the blow up on here, like I haven't really been mad or angry in a long time. I chose to not get angry or mad, or not let anything get me there. So that's another thing that I implemented in my life. Like not let anything, like small stuff that I cannot control, don't upset me. Like don't get upset about stuff I can't control. So that's another thing.
Well, I'm starting to learn that because listen, your boy has been activated for the last 2 months. I'm ready to slice and dice everybody.
Oh no.
Um,
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Jamar knows I'm on edge. Anybody can get it right now. So do you think that means so basically they're asking, did you think Trey was producing himself?
He was doing his job.
He was doing his job. Like,
Okay, being Sheree. Okay, why do you love so hard?
I think I love so hard. Like okay. I have it's a lot of answers. I basically grew up in a one-parent home, so my mother was my father and my mother. But like, I would see the love that other people was getting from like their father, and I felt like I wanted to be that type of person to other people, so they won't have to go through the hurt that I went through. I said that right.
Yeah.
So I grab them and I hug them and I love them so hard, and I let things go so long until I just can't let them go no more. Until I have to just let them go.
Yep, me. Starting to learn.
You are free to love on me.
Oh God. Anyway, why did you agree that Trey is fake?
Y'all.
Close the comments. Close it, bitch.
I think it's done now because the last question is, how's production different from season 3 to 4? We already asked that. You're gonna have to rewind that, Tracy, for that answer. Because we already asked him that.
I only agree because of the definition of fake, which is not real. Like a lot of things. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there.
Okay, well, yeah. Well, we're done with the audience questions, y'all. We done with the audience questions. We are done because y'all gonna go. Y'all are messy. Okay. Well, Dior, it was nice having you on the show. We have been waiting to do this interview for a while now, but we got it done.
Yeah.
You know, because that one up there has been busy. That's why we haven't done that many interviews over the last month because he got busy. But we both were busy. It was a lot going on for both of us. But thank you for coming up, Dior. We know you got some pride stuff to go to, child. So you can go.
He did say we classic kiss though. He can't leave without giving.
Oh, you got to do that.
Well,
you got to.
Thank y'all for having me. I hope I was a good extra person, a good person on your show.
Of course,
I watch it all the time. So, thank y'all, and I guess.
Yes.
That was for me, my child. That was for me.
That was for you. Love y'all.
You can let him think that. Bye. Well, bitch, that was another interview, y'all, from me and Jamar. This was a fun interview. I had fun doing this.
I already knew you're gonna give it up.
Yes. Yes, we had fun doing this. This was the 89th. Really, it's really not the 89th episode. It's really the 90th episode. Really, that's what this.
How become the 90th?
Because I put episode 89 because I didn't count the 3-year anniversary live. That's what that was. I didn't count that one, so it's really 90. I'm gonna have to go back and change it.
Yeah, it don't count.
Oh, it don't count. Okay.
That wasn't an actual episode. It was just
That was like a special
bonus.
Yeah, that's like a bonus. Okay. Yes, the prelude ain't going nowhere, child. Baby. Okay. We have to go on our little sporadic break sometimes because life be life and then we be getting too busy. But we got other interviews.
Okay, look, you gotta the show that y'all want to watch. They have to be produced.
Right, like we got other interviews that we got coming up. If you guys watch Bill Collective, we have interviews for that one that will be coming up. Latrice, more than likely, she's the first person that said, "I want my interview."
And I have things to say.
Things to say, so Gucci. Things to say. Okay, we know we're gonna get them two. We're gonna try to get everybody, but them two are the main two we got to talk to. Okay,
Who's it? Latrice and who?
so Gucci.
Mm-hmm.
Because I got a lot of questions for that ass, especially after this episode that just went off.
On in the room.
Yes, we like these ain't gonna. Let me tell y'all, these ain't gonna be no light questions this time. We got a lot to get into, and I'm gonna try to get Tamara up here. I don't know how I'm gonna get her up here because I tried the last time, but we gonna see. I'm gonna try to get up there. We're gonna try to get everybody up here.
Let's get to the shit.
Yeah, so we got interviews from the Bill Collective cast that's coming up soon. We're just into episode 5 or 6, so we're trying to give it a little bit of time before we interview them. Are we doing any more people from Chasing, or Dior's the last one?
We have Robert.
We still got Robert to do. So Robert will be the next Chasing interview. I don't know. It depends on when we're gonna interview. I'm about to call Latasha Latrice, but it's gonna be between Latrice and Robert. It's gonna be between Latrice, Robert, or So Gucci. It's gonna be between them three. That will be the next interview, child. But yes, y'all, like we almost at 100 episodes. 3 years.
Yes, that's a lot of shit.
It's a lot. Yes, I am watching In the Mix with Twix. That first episode was very good. I enjoyed it.
Now have So Gucci bring JJ.
That's gonna be a hot mess.
It's time to go.
It's gonna be a hot mess if she brings JJ. A hot mess, child. Okay, like period. I thought we was done with the storms, y'all. The storm is back, and after they said on the news we're gonna have a break from the storms on Sunday, but then Monday the storms are gonna be right back on. We're gonna be dealing with storms all next week too, child. God.
Tracy, mind your business. Tracy, mind your.
He was definitely looking at him.
Okay.
Definitely. Mm-hmm.
There's no proof of that. Girl, this is in the corner looking awkward as hell. Like we did not belong there.
It was so funny seeing y'all right there. Like, child, I was like, look at them.
We did not belong there, but there was nowhere else for us to go. Fuck it.
I just had to stand right there.
Fuck it.
But that's pretty much it right now. We had a good time. This was a great interview. Let me DM somebody. Jamar know who I'm talking about.
What the hell you about to do?
The person that we tried to interview DM not too long ago.
Girl, bye. She ain't gonna pay attention to her phone, just like last time. Okay.
But I just sent the message though, because they just seen my very last message like 11 minutes ago. But what I was gonna say? But yeah, that's pretty much it though. It's always a
story.
Huh?
Dior put us in his story when he was backstage.
Oh. See, I just gotta say one more thing. It's amazing. Like I love it when people be telling us to be watching our shit. It just lets me know that we are doing what we supposed to do. I guess we gotta wait on the Drew interview since they're gonna listen. I'm still waiting on her team. I am very much so in touch with her team. I haven't said anything else about it just because I don't want to say anything about the Drew Sidora thing until I know that it's finalized. The same way I didn't say anything about the Candy interview until I knew it was finalized. So yes, she actually DM'd me herself 2 weeks ago and asked me to hit up her booking people, and that's exactly what I did. And now I'm just waiting for them to get back with me about a date and how we gonna do it. That's all. So yes, I almost forgot that Drew interview was still on the table. We just waiting on her team.
Okay, look. Do your big one.
Yes, honey. Still waiting on her team. That's the only thing. That's the only reason why y'all haven't gotten that interview yet, because I'm waiting on her team. But we are in talks. It just ain't happened yet. Just waiting on them, and I'm trying not to rush the thing. Trying not to rush nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, and getting these Bravo folks is a difficult task. I will say that. I would love to interview Kenya. Marlo, absolutely not, sure. Because if I interview her, people gonna think I'm being biased because I'm gonna ask her all the hard questions. And she probably won't come over here anyway. But we're about to get on up out of here, you guys. And I'm pretty sure Jamar and I about to be back here talking shit for a few minutes as always. But we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.